Spend a few hours with Daniel Rodriquez, and it's very clear this is a serious young man, full of determination. You could speculate about what's motivating him, but there's no denying his heart. He wakes up at 6 a.m. every morning. There's a quick breakfast, and then it's straight to the gym. Hour after hour, grueling workout after grueling workout, building strength and speed through some unique exercises.
Good, come on, drive.
How's this going?
It's going really well. I'm getting stronger than I thought I would ever. Faster, just maintaining my ball control, my speed, my agility.
Anytime working out, does the thought cross your mind, this is not going to work, I'm not big enough, I'm starting too late?
No.
I just will quit?
Never. I don't believe in quitting.
Phenomenal work ethic, just full of character. He's a guy that's obviously a leader too. It's just a pleasure to work with.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you flip inside towards the cones.
Nick Wallace is a former college football player turned strength and conditioning coach. He heard about Rodriquez and signed up to help elevate his game.
Flip. Good.
Let's talk about age. He's 24 years old, just turned 24.
Yeah.
If I'm a prospective coach, thinking about laying him on and saying, first 2 years may not play much. By the time I'm at the point where I think he might be able to play much, he's 26 years old. Really ancient for a slot receiver.
You could look at it that way. I see it the other way around, that he might be much better off being a little bit older. You see a lot of these guys come into college, young kids at 18 years old, get redshirted a lot of times because they still need to develop. Their natural talent and ability is there, but their strength is not quite there. With Daniel, he's got all of those things already taken care of. He's very strong, very explosive, and he's only going to get stronger from here.
Well, you've evaluated players for colleges, what, 20, 30 times at least?
Yes, sir.
If 5 stars is, in your judgment, can't miss, where's Daniel?
Absolutely 5 stars, no question. Goes into, you know, when I evaluate people, I look at obviously the tangible things, strength, speed, agility, but Daniel's got the intangibles.
Stick that foot outside.
He's got the leadership, the character, the integrity. All the things are going to make him a great influence in the locker room, which you don't find nearly as much as you used to, I don't think. And he's just going to set himself apart.
In the afternoons, Rodriquez works on honing his receiving skills, running routes and catching at least 100 passes. Rodriquez rounds out his days in his basement with a series of exercises he made up himself. He's been doing this ever since he was in Afghanistan, where he had to learn how to keep in shape without a gym. And with a 3.4 grade point average at a local community college, he says he's ready to tackle the school of his dreams. Where do you want to play?
Ideally, Virginia Tech would be the dream. So I was born and raised a Virginia native, Hokie fan my whole life. So that'd be the school I'd want to play for. I started playing football since Pee Wee, since I was a kid, probably.
To attract a school like Virginia Tech, Rodriquez made a bold move and hired a production company to make a recruitment video that he posted on YouTube. It's gone viral with nearly 50,000 hits. How did that come about?
It got to the point where I was training so hard, I was like, somebody needs to see me, they need to know how hard I train. And my friends were like, we should make a video, you know, like a recruitment video, like high schoolers do. And I was just thinking to myself, like, my high school highlights are 6 years old. No college coach is going to want to sit there and see film of me 6 years old. This
may be the best way to get a coach to pay attention, or maybe the assistant coach to say, hey, maybe we should look at this guy.
Yeah, definitely. It was a smart investment I made that really worked out well.
Rodriquez's investment paid off faster than expected when in December his video was seen by this man in Blacksburg, Virginia.
We see a lot of videos of a lot of different type players, but you don't see many videos like that.
Virginia Tech's Frank Beamer has won more games than any active head coach in Division I college football.
The NCAA rules prohibits us from talking about Daniel as a football player. Until he comes to our campus, is admitted to our campus, then we're not allowed to do that. And we certainly don't want to break any rules from our side, and certainly don't want to put Daniel's future in jeopardy either. But what I can talk about, I think, is Daniel as a person. His experiences and where he's been and how his life has gone and how he handles himself. And I think all Americans appreciate his service to the country, not only one time, but 2 tours of duty, Iraq and Afghanistan. This guy's, he's got quite a story.
How much have your skills diminished since you were at your peak in high school?
They have not diminished whatsoever. If any, I've gotten bigger, stronger, faster. I jump higher. Pretty much, ultimately, I am peaking. I'm not even. I don't even feel like I'm at my peak yet.
We've talked about the physical side. Let's talk about psychologically. Sometimes when people have seen the kind of combat that you have seen, they have some difficulty readjusting. Have you had any of those difficulties?
Yes. Ultimately, at first, it was an extremely difficult process, just kind of getting back into the swing of things.
Good. Good.
I just translate my aggression and my fire, times that I can't sleep at night because I had a nightmare, I wake up in sweats. I just translate that into the gym, into the weight room. And I just force and funnel it all through when I play football. It just comes out. I gotta be around it. I gotta do this. I gotta fulfill it.
In some ways, football is your therapy.
I truly believe so. I do.
Well, there is a medical condition, which I know you know, of post-traumatic stress disorder. Have you had it? Have you been diagnosed with it?
Yes, I've been diagnosed with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and traumatic brain injury, and hearing loss, and some other minute things. But I
wouldn't call those minute.
Yeah, well, I could be worse. I got friends without arms, so, I don't sell short the drastic nature of post-traumatic stress. I've had my moments. There's things that I still am coping with, but I'd never want to use it as a crutch. I never will.
He has played only one meaningful game of football since high school, back on Christmas Day 2009. Just 12 weeks after Thompson and the others were killed, Rodriquez and some fellow soldiers organized a scrimmage on a dirt field in Afghanistan. He was sporting the logo of his favorite college team.
Over the years, I think we've been a team that hasn't always gone on how big are you or how fast are you. It's how you play the game. Are you productive? And some programs get into those sizes, and you got to run so fast, you got to be so big, and they won't recruit you unless you are. But that's not us. It's how do you play the football game. So with that in mind, I think it's likely that I'd give a undersized, over the age Army guy a chance.
If your dad could see you now, what do you think he would think?
Coming from a man that never missed a high school game, coached me all my life, I think he would be proud. He would be just as ecstatic as I am, and he would be on the sidelines like he was every other game.
And what would it mean to Kevin Thompson's memory?
That'd mean a lot. That'd mean a lot more. I won't ever say that I can put to rest what I went through or put in my back burner, but I think overcoming it and kind of doing it for him and my buddies that were killed, that would mean a lot more than anything. I think he would truly be proud of me. I think that he'd be cheering me on.
If that were to happen, step on the field, member of the team, big game, would that be as close to peace as you're likely to come?
Yeah, it would be. It'd be pretty damn close.
Daniel Rodriquez, an extraordinary young man. Make no mistake, being accepted to Virginia Tech will be an enormous challenge. But wherever he plays, if he plays, Rodriquez likely won't cost the school a scholarship. He is eligible for tuition benefits through the GI Bill.